Many of us plan ahead for our finances and fill out an enduring power of attorney. We make plans for our retirement. We make a will to provide for those we leave behind. We plan ahead in many parts of our lives, but do we plan ahead for our future health and life? Accident or illness can strike at any age or any stage of life, and as a result, we may not be able to make our own decisions. You may have experienced making decisions for someone close to you and found how difficult it can be when you don't know or are unsure of their wishes. It is often hard to think about a time where we may not be in control of our own lives. You can have a say and some control in how decisions are made for you and by whom by filling out a legal document called an Advance Care Directive. In this document, you can write down what is important to you about your life and health, what matters to you, for example, being independent or having contact with family, friends and pets, where you would prefer to live or be cared for, the outcomes of care you would not want to live with, for example, being unable to recognise or communicate with family or friends, being unable to walk or wash, clean or feed yourself. You can write down your dying wishes and what healthcare you do not want and in what circumstances. You can also appoint one or more people you trust and who know you well to make these decisions on your behalf. This person is called a substitute decision maker. If decisions are needed about your health and life and you cannot make them yourself, you will have somebody you know and trust to make them for you, based on what you have written on the form and discussed with them. You may have heard about enduring powers of guardianship, medical powers of attorney, and anticipatory directions. If you have completed and signed these documents before 1 July 2014, don't worry, they will still have legal effect if something happens to you. But you may want to revisit what you've already written to see if it still meets your needs. Why have an Advance Care Directive? Can't I just leave it to my family to decide? You may not want to burden your family with these types of decisions. You may have complicated family relationships, second, third marriages. Your family may have different views than you or have a variety of views. You may have a close friend who knows you better. Writing down your future health and life choices, including appointing substitute decision makers you trust, reduces stress on those close to you and the potential for family conflict because everyone will know what you want in advance. It will also mean that you will still be in the driver's seat and can have some say and control over what happens to you. And most importantly, it gives a legal voice to your wishes and your substitute decision makers' decisions. How can I make an Advance Care Directive? It is a simple process, although deciding what to include will really make you think about what is important to you. We have developed an easy-to-use do-it-yourself kit to help you fill out your form. The kit gives you tips on filling out the form, appointing substitute decision makers, and on who can witness your form. It also gives you tips on how to make sure others know you have an Advance Care Directive and what happens if there is a dispute about your Advance Care Directive or your wishes. If English is your second language, you can use an interpreter to help you fill out your form in English. You can also visit the Advance Care Directives website and complete your document online using the interactive form. You just need an email address to register. The Do-It-Yourself Kit and website has information for witnesses, for those appointed as substitute decision makers and interpreters, and information translated into 15 different languages. Where can I get the Advance Care Directive form and Do-It-Yourself Kit? Go to the Advance Care Directives website. On the website, you can download and print the form and kit for free. You can complete the interactive form online for free. You can also go to a Service SA centre to purchase a hard copy of the form and kit, or call Service SA during business hours. Consider completing an Advance Care Directive. Don't take the chance and leave it to others to make these important decisions for you. Think of this as a gift to yourself and to the people you love, so that you can get the care you want when you can't tell people yourself. Take control of your future today and plan ahead.